Yay. Hi, YouTube. Thank you so much for coming to my next live stream. I am super, super excited to be here, and I hope everyone is doing super well and is having a great weekend so far. I know it's probably kind of early for some people, so hopefully you had a chance to have some breakfast and to chill out a bit before you jump on the stream. I definitely had breakfast and I had a cheese bagel with cream cheese on it. It was really good. I love me some bagels. If you already had breakfast, what did you eat for breakfast? Lift Panic says, Hi, Heather. Hi, Lift Panic. Good morning. Gary says, Hi, Heather. Hi, Gary. Thank you for joining today. Thank you to everyone who's been watching my streams lately. It's been really, really fun to go live and talk about things that I find interesting. And today I'm excited to talk about an MLM coach named Cody Dean. And we're going to go through his website and then watch one of his videos. He seems to be a bit of a smaller coach when I look at his YouTube. He has like 360 subscribers, but doesn't get very many views. Doesn't seem to get a lot of engagement on his YouTube content. And so, of course, if you're watching this, like, don't go out and like seek out his content, even though we know that MLM coaching is an unethical industry, of course, but he seems to be smaller. And so he's not like a true public figure like Ray Higdon or Fraser Brooks. So let's like, I know anyone who watches me won't do that, but just a reminder, don't go seek out his website or his YouTube channel and like leave mean comments. Go watch it, of course, if you're interested in learning more about him. But yeah. So I'm going to get started and I hope you enjoy the video. I think my screen is not freezing as much as it has been, which is nice. Okay, cool. So this is Cody Dean. He's an MLM coach, and this is his website. At first, I thought it might have been an old website, but then I went down here and it's copyrighted in 2021, Cody Dean Success. So this does seem to be his current website. So he started at an early age teaching and training others on how to create freedom in their life. He has mentored hundreds of individuals to help them reach their goals. Many companies, including a Fortune 500 company, have hired Cody to teach, train, and inspire their people. Cody has personally generated over $1 million in revenue for the companies he has worked for and has helped countless others do the same. Cody is passionate about loving, lifting, and liberating others. I'm a big writer, and when I see typos in professional work like this, it really bothers me. It kind of like sets me off, but not everyone is as crazy with proofreading and editing as I am, but liberating others to live the life of freedom, prosperity, purpose, and progression. None of that means anything. I want to know, how do you inspire people in these Fortune 500 companies? What do you actually do? That is very, very vague and doesn't actually tell us anything, in my opinion. It's noon for me and I just ate leftover takeout Chinese. Ooh, that sounds fantastic. I hope you had a good lunch. So he wrote his first ever book, and it's called Love, Lift, Liberate. What's your book about? It's probably about inspiring people to live their life of freedom, of course. Start creating your own goals in just 5 minutes a day with the Goal Creation Journal. How to get your first 10,000 followers on TikTok. And then we're going to keep going through. So you want to partner with Cody? I'll work with you one-on-one, show you the best products to promote for passive income. I'll give you the funnel to use. I'll give you the content to use, the content to promote the products. Must apply to work with me. Again, that doesn't really mean anything. We know he's a multi-level marketing coach. I'm not sure if he's asking other MLM companies to apply to work with him, or if this is just like your normal corporation. So in the video that we're going to watch, he tells us about courses, that we need to diversify our income with courses. So I just want to go through his offerings real quick. The Creators Lab All Access, and it's $997. So you get access to his 13 courses if you give him almost $1,000. Your first 100 leads. What is this price? Free. Okay, that's nice. It's a free course. Awaken Your Influence, Purpose, Peace, and Power. $97. Goal Creation Bundle, $779, and it's 3 courses. A Vision Success course, 1 lesson, for $227. All courses to free your mind, failure and perfection for $127. Prosperity and Freedom, The American Dream with Cody Dean. That kind of rhymes, eh? Dream and Dean. Yeah, and let's remember looking at these courses within the context of him being a multi-level marketing coach. So Goal Creation Journal, The Morning Routine, The Mind Vault, Personal Freedom University for $422, 7 streams of income for $149, Vision Board Success. Vision board videos in relation to MLM is all over YouTube. You do not need to spend $127 on a course with Cody. And then Sales Creation Academy, Goal Creation Academy, MLM Auto Recruiting Challenge, and then MLM Success for free. Ridiculous prices, totally. I completely agree. And then this is his podcast. So Network Marketing Simplified, How to Be Successful in Network Marketing Online. Yeah. And yeah, there doesn't really have any other descriptions. Automatic Recruiting Freedom. Of course, we don't want to have to actually recruit people manually. It all has to be automated. And then you get a new free goal journal that shows 7 virtually unknown creation secrets to create more abundance, success, and freedom. All of the buzzwords on one line. That's crazy. Yes, reserve my free copy now, but you only pay $8.95 for shipping and handling. In what world is that free, sir? $8.95 is not free. And we don't need to watch him. So save my address. I'd like to send you a free copy of my brand new Goal Creation Journal Mini to your doorstep ASAP. The Goal Creation Journal Mini includes 3 months non-dated entry pages, 100 motivational quotes, 100 blank bullet journal pages, morning, evening routine guide. You can find journal prompts and routine prompts all over Reddit or just Google. You can find this kind of thing for free. You don't need to buy one with Cody. So how does this journal work? You build your awareness by breaking down your goals and tracking and measuring. Again, you can find shit like this on the internet for free. You visualize your success. And so you can see here you have your process goals, your proclamations/stories, and then it says your morning routine and then your evening routine. Why do we need to buy your journal? It's literally just says morning routine and then some lines. We can just do that ourselves. And we can Google productive morning routine, right? We don't need to have morning routine and then some lines written down. We could just do that ourselves. Take action, help you be, do, have more, and help those who have been called to serve. Again, we could just do this ourselves. I think that says, what does that say? God, gratitude. So maybe he just wants us to write what we're grateful for every day. Again, we can just do that ourselves. Because all this stuff is nice and good to plan out your life and to write down what you're grateful for and your routines. That's all positive. But my issue is when it's sold by an MLM coach. I do not like that. And then, be aware of your creations. What? Learn from them and build your awareness for the next step. And now he's just showing us blank pages in his journal. That's great. And then you can see here Cody has worked with these companies. Oh my gosh, they've uncovered the forgotten formula. Isn't that exciting? Okay. Can you get an included non-fungible token or a secret decoder ring? or like a secret chant that you can sing when you want success in multi-level marketing for the low price of $1,222. Okay, so from Cody Dean, you have a message that you want to share with the world. You have big dreams that you want to accomplish. You feel stuck. You see many people around you succeeding almost effortlessly. Do they know something you don't? Is there a secret formula for success? You've been spinning your wheels for too long. I'm here to tell you it's not your fault. What is going on, Cody? The world has forgotten the keys to creating success and freedom. The world has never taught you how to create. My name is Cody Dean, and just a few years ago, I felt stuck. I felt like I had a message to share with the world, and I knew that I was meant for more than what the world had given me. I wanted to live my life to the fullest, and then there's Cody with like a bag. Oh no, that's not a bag. I thought it was a bag, but it's a chicken. Oh my goodness, Cody. Aaron Bees says, hi. Hi, Aaron. Thank you for joining again. Go subscribe to Erin immediately. She's fantastic. I probably watch her and DC the most out of all the anti-MLM channels everywhere. Erin is extremely educational on her channel and she has a lot of knowledge. So if you like this kind of stuff, this kind of content, go watch her. You probably already do, but go watch her if you don't already. This looks like a funnel. Yes, it totally is. Aaron B's, your live last night was over the top. I know, it was so good. It was so good. So awesome. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Aw, thank you, Aaron. That's nice. And we appreciate you too. I learn a lot from definitely like your channel and DC's channel for sure. I love the educational content. Okay, we're almost done and then we can watch the video. I don't know if we need to read all of this, but he dreamed of abundance, success, freedom. He wanted to make something out of my life. So he moved to California to make his fortune. He did a summer of door-to-door sales, and he thought it'd be great to get rid of all of his debt. He didn't just want money, but he wanted freedom that comes with eliminating the debt in my life. That includes financial, physical, spiritual, and mental. Oh my God. Okay. I don't want to read all of this. Look at all this. I don't want to read this, but we get it. Like he wanted to move somewhere new, restart his life. He wanted abundance and freedom and happiness. And MLM was the way to go to find that abundance and that happiness. This is going to take us like 6 years if we read all of this. Let's see if there's anything exciting. No. Look how long this is. It's all bullshit. Oh my goodness. So if you want, you can, I just typed in like Cody Dean Network Marketing and then I came to his site. And so if you want, you can go and like search through it more if you'd like. Yeah. I don't want to watch that anymore. Okay. I'm still trying to process that live. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, it was a long one too, eh? DC is amazing. Yes, she is fantastic. She's great. That's straight out of the ClickFunnels training. Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about that stuff, but yeah, it's super interesting. And this guy seems quite small, like 380 subscribers and 66 views, but he really pushes like the automated recruiting aspect of MLM and he's pretty interesting. So this guy talks extremely fast in this video. And like, I don't know if I slow him down, if that will make me slower, but just let me know if like you can't understand him because he's talking way too fast. Okay, so he's going to tell us how to quit your job with network marketing. And this friend here is Cody Dean.
So we're going to be talking about how to quit your job with network marketing, the step-by-step guide of how to actually do that. My name is Cody Dean, and I help network marketers grow their downline online. So let's jump into it. With all the craziness that's in the world right now,
It's funny, he helps network marketers build their downline, but he doesn't help them learn how to sell to actual true customers because we know that's not where the money is made.
Be in the position where you don't have a job and you need to replace your income, or you're in a job where you just don't like it and you want to replace.
So he's frozen. What is going on? Let's try again.
your income, or you're affected by inflation, like we all have been, and you need to double your income because everything has gone up 100%. Or you just want to have another job. That's not the one that you're in currently. You're wondering, hey, how can I use network marketing to quit the job that I'm currently, or maybe my spouse's job, I would like to retire them. How can I do that? That's what we're going to be talking about in this. Now,
So he's telling us we either like have a job we don't like, we need a job, or we just don't have enough money. And so we want to replace our income with our network marketing income, and or we're affected by inflation, where I was in an employment where I was not getting raises and it was really bothering me. And then inflation is so crazy everywhere, but where I live, it was getting really intense, and I was literally losing money month after month because I wasn't getting any kind of pay increase. And he's really just preying on everyone's vulnerability because most people are affected by inflation, of course, unless you're making like $200,000 a year. A lot of people are really unhappy in their employment. A lot of people feel undervalued, like I did previously. And I was privileged enough to be able to this didn't end up happening, but I could have like quit my job before having a new one lined up and just spend a few months like searching for a new job. But not everyone has that level of privilege. Not everyone is able to sustain themselves financially for several months without a job. And so he's making it seem like network marketing is really the answer to you being unhappy in your employment, because if you work hard enough and you sacrifice enough, you can quit your job and just focus on your network marketing business. And I'll have to hear this to know that it's going to be the worst advice. And then Aaron pointed up at Lift Panic saying, totally, totally. Yeah. And I do appreciate his approach. He's not just telling us to dive in head first and like just quit our job without thinking about it. He does have a more of like of a thought out approach that he's telling us he wants us to take, but I don't think it's realistic or helpful in the MLM context. In the normal sales context, sure.
The earlier that you can do these steps, the better, because as you get older, you get more and more burdens laid upon you, so to speak. Right? You might have kids, you may have a spouse, your expenses slowly go up and up and up. And that's really the first thing that you need to figure out is what are your expenses? And it's not just, hey, what are my
I appreciate him saying as we get older, we have more burdens, and saying like kids or a spouse. And usually we hear people shaming those in network marketing who want to spend time with their spouse. Like if you're watching TV with your husband or your wife, you can go on the computer and message people. But in my opinion, it takes time and effort to be an attentive spouse, and you have to be present if you want to be a good partner, and you have to be aware of their needs and aware of what they need from you at that time. And that could mean they just really want you to sit there and be present with them and watch their favorite movie. So I do appreciate him acknowledging that it does take effort to be an attentive partner, and he is acknowledging that if we have kids, then our expenses are higher and our risk is higher, and we can't just quit our job prematurely to focus on network marketing full time. So far, I'm not hating his advice.
Expenses, but you need to figure out, okay, so like say I want to live off of $10,000 a month. The way I like to look at it is what is this breakdown to daily? And especially with the company that I'm with right now, is if you sell something today, you get paid almost instantly, so you get paid the next day. And so I was like, okay, if I can break this down instead of monthly, let's break it down on the daily. And this comes to be around $300 for the sake of numbers, $350 a day you need to make to be able to replace your income. Say if you have making $10,000 a month between your income, maybe spouse's income, everything together. So it's only $350 a day. Once you make that change in your mind of like, okay, I just need to go and produce $350 or go make $350, it starts becoming more reasonable rather than just 10.
So he's telling us if we need to live off $10,000 a month. So this could be assuming that we have children, right? And so he said this could be a combination between your spouse, your income, and your spouse's income. So it's not necessarily one person making that much money. And if we're wanting to replace our income, I think he's saying our income and our spouse's income. So that'd be $10,000 a month in network marketing, and that only equals $350 a day. That's still a crap ton of money, sir, and you're not going to be able to make $350 a day in network marketing just through selling. You have to like recruit a crap ton of people in order to make that much money. And chances are, even if you if you make 350 in one day, you could be making 100 in like in the next day, and it's not consistent, stable income. I'm looking at myself and I look like a ghost. Is that better? I feel like I look like less of a ghost now. I was so pale before. Basic budgeting, right? Right. But I love how he's making it seem like 350 a day is so much more reasonable than 10,000 a month. But like 350 a day is still extremely, extremely overwhelming. How much do you need to cover your expenses? Yeah. Yeah. I think like for if you have a family and you say you have several kids, you could need $10,000, especially depending on where you live. Like, I don't spend any time in the U.S., but I know like Los Angeles or like San Francisco, they're like extremely expensive to live, and Toronto or Vancouver in Canada, you need so much money. A tiny little studio apartment in like Toronto could be like $2,000 a month, which is crazy. So this answer would be different depending on where you live.
$1,000 a month. I've never done that before. Then once you have figured out the $350, then you can say, okay, how many customers does it take for me to get $350 a day? Let's say for every person that signs up, you get 175, and that is, it would take 2 people a day. You need 2 customers a day to get to $350 a day. So now that you figured out the 2 people and you figured out your expenses, you can just backtrack the numbers. So you need 2 people. You need 2 people to join or 2 people to buy your package or your supplement, whatever it is. How many people do you need to sit down?
So here's technically saying that he's saying customers and new recruits are the same thing. So you need 2 people to join or buy your package. We know a lot of the time in these MLM coaches, they always refer to customers as distributors. Like you're selling products to your new distributors, but it's not actually to a retail customer. Oh no. Where did Cody go?
Maybe you have a Zoom call with, or they fill out an application to work with you. How many people you need to sit with to sell 2 people? Okay, let's say you close 50% of the people. That would mean you need to sit down with 4 people. But maybe you...
Who closes 50% of the people? That doesn't make sense. Unless you're like an amazing expert salesperson, you're probably not going to close 50% of the people. Aaron, if you're still here, or anyone who watches later and who's been in an MLM, what was your closing rate? I would love to know like what a realistic closing rate in an MLM would be. Just from my knowledge of it, I don't think 50% is reasonable. Okay, someone who had no idea how comp plans work could not possibly figure this out for the long term, right? And he's talking extremely fast, so there's not really a chance to sit there and like reflect on what he's saying and to really determine whether or not it is reasonable, sustainable advice. That's a really good point.
Close 60% of the people, you only need to meet with 3 people. So you can just figure this out, and it's all just numbers. And if you don't know your conversion rates or your numbers here, I would highly recommend that you sit down and think, okay, I sat down last month with 5 people and 1 person joined. Then you would know, hey, out of every 5 people I sit down with, 1 person will join. And then you have a 20% conversion rate. This is so important because then you can just fill in all the other numbers that I'll be showing you here in a second, okay? So these are people that join. These are people that you sit down with. And then you sit down like, hey, like they filled out an application, maybe they actually agreed to a Zoom call, whatever it is. But I like to consider this as someone filled out my application to work with me, and then I am texting them, right? Or I send them a voice message or whatever it is, okay? For this many people to sit down with me or to fill out an application, how many people do I need to prospect into? And I wouldn't even say prospect, I would say invite, right? So these are people that actually respond. So say you invite 15 people or 10 people, to keep the numbers easy. Out of 10 people, 4 people will sit down with you, maybe 3. Out of those 4, 3 you get 2. Okay, you see how the numbers flow? After you figured out how many prospects, then you can say, okay, how big does my list need to be? Or how many prospects do I need to actually go and send out messages to for 10 of them to respond to? It could be 100.
So nothing wrong with this advice. I think it makes sense in a normal sales environment. I've never been a salesperson, but my old employment, I had to take sales training, and they told you to like sit down and do this process to determine, like based on yours already determined sales or closing rate, how many people do you need to prospect, how many people you get a meeting out of, how many closes will you get, and then plan your year around those numbers. But we know while MLM is sales, there's a whole other aspect of of the recruitment aspect that makes selling the opportunity harder. And then there's the whole idea that MLM is extremely predatory, and more people are learning about how predatory and unethical the business structure is. And because of that negative reputation, I don't think this process will actually work for your average person in an MLM who is not an expert salesperson. And this guy charges for his trainings. Yeah, he sure does. A lot of money, like we just saw. Also, he said he's in an MLM company. I would like to know which company he's in, and is he allowed to recruit his downline to participate in his paid trainings, or is it like Jessie Lee Ward where she cannot recruit her downline to participate in her paid training? I would love to know.
Be 50. And as you can see, this is a funnel. If you've heard about sales funnels before, this is the funnel that you need to understand to be able to get to the end. Stephen Covey says, begin with the end in mind. This is what he means. He's like, what is your goal at the end? And then you can backtrack all the way to what you need to do. And then every single day, you just focus on getting people into your funnel. Now, if you want to learn a way to...
This is all great and lovely, but think about how much work it would be for us to get 50 people into our funnel and then 10 people to invite. Like, just sitting down figuring this out would take a ton of time, and then actually putting people through your funnel would be extremely time consuming, and we're not getting paid unless we get these 2 people to join us. And in his imaginary situation, that's $175 here. So it would be hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of work for not that good of a payout. And remember, we're not taking home this $175 because we had expenses for product pack, and we have to pay for a monthly business fee, most likely.
Automate this process, then I would highly recommend to join the 21-day recruiting machine challenge. Information is down below. Where every single day I give you a 5-minute video that teaches you something and how to set all this up so it's in a very manual way. Because that's the biggest challenge when I'm talking to my team, other network marketers, is they do not have the time because they're in a job. They have family. They don't have all the time to go out and prospect 50 people a day to get to 2 people a day to join their team, let alone follow.
I appreciate it. He's like, not everyone has the ability to do this. They have families, they have a job, so they can't always recruit the 50 or prospect the 50 people a day. But of course, while he's being respectful of people's time in one breath, in the other breath, it's like, but you're so busy and I have the answer for you. Pay for my prospecting whatever funnel, which I'll show you the page after, and then I will be able to help you with all your issues. So like, he's being nice in one second, but I think he's being predatory, of course, in the other breath.
Follow up with those 50 people after they didn't say hello, right? So say you prospect 50 people and 10 people respond.
Yes, and remember, you also have to follow up, like you just said, for the 50 people who don't say hello, right? And so you're also not being paid for your follow-up unless they work their way through the funnel and actually join you or purchase a product.
You still have 40 people that you need to follow up with. What do you do with those people? The recruiting machine, what it will do is it will attract the right people to you manually. It will qualify those people in a prospect with a sales funnel with an automated way to filter. And then it will follow up with those people so you don't have to worry about it. And then, like I said, it encourages people to sit down with you to fill out an application so they double qualify themselves. By the time they filled out an application, they've already really made up their mind saying, hey, I would actually like to join your team, but it's just a formality of just saying, hey, like, I'm not going to work with everyone. I want to make sure you're a good fit. I don't want negative people, negative Nancy's, and then you can actually sign them up and you just work with them. If you want to learn all this.
That's hilarious. Just want to make sure you're a good fit. No, I think people in MLMs are trained to say yes to everyone, of course. And it doesn't really matter if you don't like mesh well personality wise. Like, you're going to spots don't exist in an MLM, and you're going to take everyone who shows interest.
Entire process, but do it in a manual way, then join the 21-day recruiting machine challenge. Information will be down below. All right, so number 1, we talked about your goal, like what are your expenses, the thing that you want to actually get. Number 2 are your numbers of how you're actually going to get there. And then number 3 is your why. And this isn't just like, hey, you need to have a why to make you cry so you can actually like get through anyhow. No, like you have to actually think like, why do you want to quit your job? Is it because you actually want freedom? Is it because you don't like your boss? Is it because you want to travel, want to be with your family? Whatever it is, you got to really know like, why do you want to do it? And a lot of people, what it comes down to is they just want security security and they want flexibility. And this is what I found talking to a lot of people. It's like, you don't really want to sit around and do nothing all day. Like, just pretend like all your expenses are paid for through network marketing. What would you do? Like, your kids might still be going to school, so you can't really go out and travel very much. You don't really want to homeschool them, or maybe you do, but you don't really want to travel. What people really want is security and they want flexibility. And so one thing to put into your mind.
So people want security and they want flexibility. I have that in my job currently. Like, I am not going to lose my job. I have significant job security and I do have flexibility, which comes through very, very generous number of sick time, paid time off, and also vacation time that just keeps accruing and I can use it whenever I want, right? And these people seem to forget that lots of jobs nowadays have paid time off, have vacation that you can use whenever you want. It doesn't always just disappear at the end of the year. He was saying, if you can imagine how your life would be if all of your expenses were covered by your network marketing job. Where would you go? Would you travel? Would you hang out with your kids? Would you homeschool? It's a way to encourage people to visualize their dream life and keep them in the system longer, right? Because then if he's your upline and he asked you that question, he's going to keep bringing up your dream life every time you start to question the business at all. He'll say, but you told me you wanted to quit your job because of ABC. If you stop now, you're not going to be able to take your son on his dream vacation every year. But then he's not telling us the amount of work that takes that it actually takes to get to the position where you are consistently making $10,000 a month in network marketing. He's not telling us that a tiny, tiny portion of people in this industry actually make that amount consistently, are actually at the point where they can just automate everything and they don't actually have to work. Very, very few people who are one of the first people who got in the door in their network marketing companies are actually at that level.
Before you just say, hey, I just want to quit your job. The last thing I want you to do is to think, hey, I want to replace my income with network marketing, quit my job, and then your network marketing company goes down or your team falls apart, which is totally like something that could happen. I don't want to ruin anyone's dreams of network marketing. But what I would highly recommend before you quit your job, let's say you've gotten your goal of $10,000 a month, it's consistent, it's all automated, so you don't have to work another day of your life if you don't want to. What I would recommend is to replace your income twice. Replace your income twice. What do I mean by that? So say you make $10,000 a month and you've replaced it once with network marketing. What I would recommend is before you quit your day job, go and replace your income a second time with another stream of income. And it can be related to network marketing. So for example, you're making $10,000 a month selling the supplements from your network marketing company. What I would recommend is to get another income source, maybe through affiliates. And this is what I call income stacking. So you have your supplements. What is something that people want after supplement? Maybe they want to learn how to work out. Maybe they want workout routines. You can go find a company that you can be an affiliate for that sells workout routines. Just type into Google workout courses, affiliate program, or whatever. A bunch of them will probably show up. And that
I've heard people with big followings like Chelsea at CC Swords talk about how like affiliate codes are not a significant source of income for her, and she has massive following. I would like to know people who have like any level of following where like people click on their codes, lots of people watch their videos and like their videos or their Instagram, like how much money, don't tell me exactly, of course, but like, are your affiliate codes a significant source of income for you, even with your larger following? I feel like, okay, let's pretend that this is an average person who's not making $10,000 a month, because someone who's making 10K a month might have a bit of a bigger following and might be able to might have their whole downline in their like their Instagram, and maybe those people would purchase lots through their affiliate links. But say it's $5,000 a month and your average person, they might have 500 followers on Instagram. Chances are they're not going to make much money through affiliates, in my opinion. That's good advice, and that's good advice, and most people won't be able to replace their income twice, so they will hopefully do the smart thing and keep their job. Yeah. Yeah, it's good advice, but this should be a big red flag for people, right? Like, why is this person telling me, who's devoted his whole life to network marketing, that my 10K a month in my job, in my company, is not sustainable enough to such a degree that I have to go out and like replace double my income that I'm making, right? Like that should be a red flag.
And after people buy your supplements, then you can say, hey, this is a workout routine that I love and I vouch for. Right, make sure it's actually good. And then you can be making money off of the 10K as well, off of the affiliate program. Or maybe you can make your own course. The course could be, hey, here's my top 10 workouts that I do every single day or every week. It could be a nutrition plan, whatever it is. So you can make 10K a month just from your courses. And the reason why I say this is because I've been there before, making $20,000, $30,000 a month with a network marketing company. And then they make some kind of twist or tweak, or the government comes in and shuts things down, and you're making $30,000 a month, and it dries up overnight. But if you can get to a point where, hey, if the supplement.
Cody, that's a really good point. Anything can happen to a network marketing business at any time, and they could change the compensation plan on you, and your income could be drastically reduced. Your whole team, your whole pyramid can just fall apart, and you go from 15-star diamond to diamond overnight potentially, right? Or your company could be charged for being a pyramid scheme and be forced to restructure or just completely shut down. And it's just so interesting that MLM is touted to be this amazing answer to all of our problems, but then this man is telling us that it's not stable enough to just rely solely on our 10K in order to quit our job, and we need to match our income. It's just interesting to me.
Company goes down, I lose 10K, but I'm still making 10K off of my courses and my affiliate programs. Now I can just replace my network marketing company with another one, and then I can slowly build that one back up, but I'm not relying 100% on it. The scariest number is 1. And this is why a lot of people don't like their day job, because they're so scared that if they get fired, all their money is gone. Like their income source, their well, so to speak, dries up. But there's no different if you quit your job and now you have just network marketing. That is just as scary, in my opinion. What if the company goes down? What if they embezzle money or whatever it is? Like, hopefully it doesn't happen, but it could. Just to try to be honest here with you. So you need to diversify your income streams. One through affiliates, one through courses, one through maybe merchandise. You could sell t-shirts, and the t-shirts could be like, I'm a fitness freak or something like that, and those people will naturally also buy your supplements or fitness courses or whatever it is, right? It's just income stacking. So you're talking all to the same person, the all same target market, but you're able to sell them 2 or 3 different items. Another point here is
an average person is not going to have someone to buy the I'm a fitness freak t-shirts. Because as I said, someone making 10K network marketing probably already has a following. Someone making 4K network marketing may or may not have a following that will purchase from them.
Someone doesn't want to join your network marketing team, but they're like, yeah, I definitely want to learn how to work out to get 6-pack abs or whatever it is. They may be able to buy one of your products that if you're only selling one product, it can be difficult it just allows for more opportunity for you and to help other people. So that's the key here. So hopefully this was helpful to you. Let me know what questions you have down below. Make sure you join the 21-day recruiting machine challenge. When you join, you get instant access to day 1. At the end of each 5-minute video, you get an action item telling you exactly what you need to do, and you get 21 videos, 21 action items given dripped out to you. At the end of the 21 days, you will have built out this entire process that I talked to you, but it's in an automated way, because it is so challenging to go out and prospect 30, 40, 50 people every single day, and then follow up with the 30 people before, and then do another 50. I don't want you to be on social media all day, but it is possible to prospect and market out to one to many, and then use a funnel, or what I call a recruiting machine, to filter out people. And then you're spending your time with 2 people a day, maybe 3 or 4 people a day, to actually join your team. You guys are awesome. Go out, be great.
I would love to see what his funnel looks like in reality, but I'm not going to spend money on it. No, thank you. Okay, he's not wrong about multiple streams of income are a good idea. So why can't your 9 to 5 be one of those streams, right? Right? Like one where even if you don't have like a high paying job, at least when you're working, you're getting paid. Like I was a daycare substitute teacher, and I had very random hours, but I knew like if I was at the daycare, I was getting a paycheck, right? And so at least I was able to plan a little bit. But that's a really good point. So we're almost done, and then we can go enjoy our Saturday. It says recruiting machine challenge. This is what he was referencing at the end of his video. Join the 21-day recruiting machine challenge today. So he's telling us it has a $197 value, but we can get it for $97. What a steal, right? Remember, these are people who aren't making any money in network marketing and probably don't have $97 to spare. If you are struggling to find interested people, struggling to find time to build your business, struggling to make money, then this challenge is perfect for you. If you're putting yourself into significant debt and you are not making any money, spend $97 and maybe you'll recruit a few people. Inside this challenge, you'll learn how to build an automated recruiting machine, how to build a system that works while you sleep, how to help your downline have success, how to add multiple streams of income to your recruiting machine. This does not, unless they buy into the recruiting challenge as well, you're not going to help them find success. You're not, in my opinion. I don't think that should be in there. So you join the challenge. Every day you'll receive a 5-minute video with a daily action step. By the end of the challenge, you'll have built out an automated recruiting machine. Why are we spending $100 on 21 videos? And it's only 5 minutes each. I feel like that's a lot of money. $97 for 21 videos. I'm going to do the math. I can't do math. What's 1 second, please. So it's like I can't do math. I tried to do it on my calculator, but it's a lot of money per video. It's not worth it. And he's a good speaker, but I don't think it's worth that. Like, I don't think 21 videos are worth $97 from him, in my opinion. Okay, that's all I have for today. That was fun talking about Cody Dean. I've had him on my list for a while, and I've been wanting to talk about him and look into him a bit more. So I really enjoyed doing that, and I hope you did too. And I definitely want to do more on Cody in the near future. So thank you to everyone who hung out with me on a Saturday morning. I really, really appreciate it. And anyone who will watch later and who leaves feedback in the comments, that's awesome. And I really appreciate everyone who watches any of my videos. If we need to be a recruiting machine, we must be in an MLM, right? A pyramid scheme, that is. Oh, half of my face is covered by my blur. Oh. Oop. Yeah, totally, right? And it's so interesting. Why, if it's so easy to find success in network marketing, then why do all these MLM coaches exist? Why do we need so much training and support if it's such an easy, simple industry where we can all just find magical success, right? So I may or may not go live tomorrow. I don't know. I might just wait until Tuesday, but either way, I will schedule it up so you guys can see it and join live if you're able to. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.